That looks, oh my God. Do you see what's in my hand right now? This is the brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max in the most beautiful color Apple has ever made, desert titanium. Yes, gold is finally back on the iPhone. You know how much I love gold on iPhone. My favorite color ever was the iPhone 5S in that stunning gold. And I'm so happy it is finally here. This is the iPhone 16 Pro Max version, desert titanium in the 1 terabyte version. This thing is an absolute beast and I am beyond excited to actually be unboxing it. But before we unbox this beauty, I've also just unboxed the iPhone 16 in this beautiful ultramarine color. So links in the description, you can watch this after the video. And also we've got all of this to unbox: iPhone 16 Pro Max clear case, MagSafe charger, and the USB-C 30-watt power adapter, because the brand new iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max can now charge up to 25 watts using MagSafe. If you love using MagSafe and you always thought it was a little bit slow to charge with, well, Apple has improved that a lot using MagSafe. So first off, let's unbox this brand new 30-watt power adapter, which I'm excited to actually see in person. There you go, your typical 30-watt wall charger. And now this is the brand new MagSafe, which can now charge up to 25 watts, which is super exciting. It comes in this beautiful braided cable, and this MagSafe charger is actually quite longer than the previous one. This is a 2-meter MagSafe charger. The previous one by far did not go as long. This is long. I like this. Okay, and then we've also got the iPhone 16 Pro Max clear case, which is also brand new because we now have the new camera control button. And in terms of the case, I mean, let's go ahead and first see it in action. Here it is, we've got some paperwork. It's obviously MagSafe, designed by Apple in California. And as you can see right here, there is now the new dedicated capture button, which in fact is actually made out of sapphire because it's actually touch sensitive and you can actually swipe within the actual case. There's the dedicated button for the action button, the volume button, camera module, power button, and camera control. All right. Are you ready for the good part? Are you ready to see the iPhone 16 Pro Max in beautiful desert titanium? Oh boy, here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and... That looks, oh my God. I already saw it at the Apple event, but now with this lighting and me more calmed down, I mean, I'm not calmed down. I feel like it looks better here in the studio. It looks better home. Is that where it deserves to be? It deserves to be home. And it's now coming to me, you beautiful human being. I mean, it's not a human being. It's Apple Intelligence. It's AI. Absolutely love. I'm in love with this color. Wow. Okay, what else is in the box? We now get a new, kind of slightly redesigned like pamphlet. As you can see, it actually looks very, very different. I actually just unboxed the iPhone 16 right here, and the camera module is round, and that's why I believed they actually switched up like the sticker and the paperwork to like this round, but it's also here in the Pro Max, so I'm actually quite curious on why they actually decided to do this. It looks great. You actually get a USB-C cable, a pin eject tool, because yes, as you can see, in the EU, you still have that pin, that SIM eject tool. You do not get Apple stickers. These are just like instruction manuals, which is sad. No Apple stickers. Apple stickers are officially gone on the iPhone forever on Apple products, which is extremely sad. You ready? Let's boot it on. So you can probably tell I really like gold. Let me show you a little bit more, like in terms of lighting, how good this actually looks. Let me show it to you here, like in different lighting, just so you get a good idea. If you're actually interested in this desert titanium color, that's like the gold edges. Looks white, like with this angle right here, it looks pretty whitish. It's a very toned down gold. A lot of people are asking me, is it that gold? Is it like very, very gold? And the first thing that I tell them is like, first off, it looks gold. That's why it's called desert titanium. Like it's a gold color, but out of all the golds, this is a very toned down version of it. I feel like they've done really good with this desert titanium. As you can see, iPhone 16 Pro, it's already telling me hola. It's already sending me hello. And as you can see right here, this is the new dedicated camera control button. It's actually a physical button. This is the actual sound that it makes. All right, so let me go ahead and set up my iPhone really quickly, because before I gotta tell you really quick about today's sponsor, ESR. So yeah, ESR is sponsoring this part of the unboxing with their amazing cases and their super unique screen protector. They make the fastest MagSafe charging case out there, starting off with the Cloud Soft case. It's only 2.1 millimeters thin. Its soft touch makes it incredibly satisfying to hold. Obviously, MagSafe support. All the cases have this little kickstand so you can actually watch your movies and series. This is the classic hybrid case. It's even thinner, coming at 1.6 millimeters. What's unique about this one is that the MagSafe magnet is actually double as strong as Apple's own cases. I mean, it's pretty strong. And then we've got the beasts of the beast, the Cyber Tough case. The entire case lineup are actually military graded, so I mean, they will protect your iPhone, but this one will take your iPhone protection to a whole other level. It's thicker than the rest, so if you want high protection, this will be it. It's got this 3-layer design, so you've basically got 3 cases in one, so yeah. Big time in protection. And then the ultra tempered glass screen protector. It's a super simple 2-step application. You basically open it up, put your iPhone inside of here. It tells you to press here, pull the tab. No way. That's it. So if you want to protect your iPhone with this incredible screen protector or with the amazing ESR lineup of iPhone cases, you know what to do. Hit the link down in the description to learn more about the case lineup. Thank you, ESR, so much for sponsoring this video. All right, as you know, the first thing that I love doing is first checking out the new wallpaper. So let's go ahead and tap on Add New Wallpaper. And then if we scroll down, it should be this one right here. These are the 4 new wallpapers for the Pro versions. Here's the one for black, white, natural titanium, and desert titanium. Those are the 4 new colors. So let's go ahead and add this wallpaper right here. And obviously, these iPhone 16 Pros are equipped already pre-installed with iOS 18. You can actually add this right here. And this is the way that the wallpaper looks combined with the phone itself. You can check it out right here. It looks absolutely stunning. So what is exactly new with the iPhone 16 Pro? Now let's go ahead and start talking about the flashiest feature of all, which is camera control. Tap on it, it will take a photo. If I hold on the button, it will actually start recording a video. And what's cool about it is if I actually do like this light double tap, it will open this little menu right here. And if I actually swipe on it, I'll get different options. For example, I can go ahead and tap on zoom, and I can actually zoom out all the way or start zooming in on my face. Once again, it's super cool and it works extremely well. And apart from zoom, you've also got exposure, depth, zoom, cameras, styles, and tone. Which, by the way, styles is also a brand new feature on the iPhone 16 Pro. You've actually got a tons of different photographic styles to choose from. And fun fact, photographic styles now live right here on the top left of your screen. And what's cool about this right here on the right, you can actually color grade live, or you can actually snap a photo and do this on post, but you can actually color grade live. And this UI makes it extremely easy to snap like the best photos. Something else that's new on iPhone 16 Pro is 4K, not at 60, but at 4K at 120 frames per second. Now this is extremely buttery smooth slow-mo in 4K. This is a feature that I've been asking Apple to do for the longest time. I mean, just seeing this on the iPhone makes me extremely happy. As you can see, it's not actually compatible with all lenses. As you can see, with 4K at 24, you've actually got 0.5, 1, 2, and ×5. But if you actually bump it up to 4K at 120 frames per second, you're stuck with the ×1 and the ×2 lens. So hopefully Apple with the iPhone 17 Pro, they'll actually enable that to the ultra wide, which is something that I'd really love to see, because it will truly give you that ultra wide GoPro-like experience with slow-mo, making it just a very GoPro-ish experience. Now I'm extremely excited to play around with 4K at 120 in my full review. This is also something brand new, spatial mode. So you can actually, switch between photo, portrait, and now spatial. So not only video, this was available on the iPhone 15 Pro, but now with iPhone 16 Pro, you can also shoot spatial photos. Let me go ahead and quickly shoot a spatial photo. This right here, as you can see, is a spatial photo that I just took of my iPhone 16, and I can now relive this exact moment using my Apple Vision Pro. And spatial photos, if you've never experienced it before, I highly recommend you to go to an Apple store. And fun fact, I actually showed spatial photos to my grandma of family members that aren't here with us anymore. And my grandma full out cried. She started crying with her Apple Vision Pro. It was a very emotional experience for her. And the ability that I can just snap photos and snap video using spatial video on my iPhone 16 Pro is just amazing. Now there's a couple new features in video. When you now record, not only can you take photos while you're recording and change the lenses and everything, but you can currently now pause the video and then continue recording when you're ready. Now this, I know Android has had this for a very long time, but I'm super happy that it's finally here. And something else that is brand new is when you're actually editing a video, you can now tap on this right here, audio mix, which basically gives you different audio effects such as in-frame, studio, and cinematic. And another new feature on the iPhone 16 Pro Max is while you're editing video, you're gonna have this new playback speed, which is so useful. So you can actually change the speed, the playback speed of your actual video. So as you can see, I can now put it in slow-mo, or I can put it in 20%, so even slower. Or I can just bump it up to normal, for example. I mean, the amount of times when I'm traveling, for example, and I wanna shoot a video in 60 frames per second on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, I airdrop it to my Mac, put it into Final Cut, and then, put it in slow-mo and then airdrop it back. The amount of times that I've done that is insane. So me just having this new option changes a lot for me. Now the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max also got larger. Here's the iPhone 15 Pro for you to actually give it a quick comparison to yourself. And the bezels actually got larger as well. And as you can see, I mean, at least I'm noticing the difference. Comparing them side by side, you can really, really notice the difference, the bezels, and just how larger the display is. It truly feels like a much, much larger iPhone. Now, the heart of the iPhone 16 Pro is actually the A18 Pro chipset, which enables features like Apple Intelligence running a lot smoother. Now, Apple Intelligence isn't available in Spain, it isn't available in the EU, and fun fact, when you buy an iPhone 16 Pro, it won't even ship with most Apple Intelligence features, even in the US. So I mean, I can't wait till Apple Intelligence is actually available for all of us. I know it's not Apple's fault that Apple Intelligence isn't in the EU. It's just a very frustrating experience for Apple, but most importantly for us. I mean, for those of us who live outside of the EU, having an iPhone that has so much power to run so much internally, features like Apple Intelligence, and us not able to actually use it, it is very frustrating. Now, in terms of the camera system, we actually get great improvements with the cameras itself, especially with the ultra-wide lens, because one of my biggest complaints with last year's iPhone 15 Pro Max is that using the ultra-wide during night, unless you were using night mode, it desperately needed a lot more aperture to go in because you ended up with results that were very grainy, shaky, and all of that. And I'm very excited to announce that the ultra-wide now has 48 megapixels, same as the wide. And the standard wide lens now has a new 48 megapixel fusion camera. And the protagonist of this lens is that it actually has zero shutter lag. So usually with previous models, when you actually shot something and there was this little lag that even professional cameras have, but now with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, there is zero shutter lag, which is definitely very welcome. There's obviously so many new features on the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I am beyond excited to dive into my reviews. I'm gonna be making an entire video on the new cameras, on the new camera control, on the new iPhone itself, comparing it against the iPhone 16. Which, by the way, if you haven't watched my unboxing of the iPhone 16, you can tap this video right here, or you can watch my Apple Watch Series 10 unboxing, or if you loved this video and the ESR cases that I told you about, you can hit subscribe, and of course, hit the links down below in the description. All right, I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Peace.